Mr. Darren?
Stahl, you must be excited. It's your first field mission.
Excited? To be honest, a little bit nervous.
That's normal. You'll get used to it. Now our intel has confirmed that the target has entered the canal and will rendezvous with the political leader in 15 minutes to take him out. Then start the military coup. We can't have that happen. We've already downloaded the time-space coordinates into your implant, so all you have to do is get into that canal and go where it feels natural to you. That's the beauty of the Q-chip.
All right, sir. I will do my best.
Of course you will, Mr. Stahl. Of course you will.
Agent Darren?
Mr. Stahl, it's been a while. It's just Darren these days. Have you to thank for that.
From the looks of it, this used to be a military facility.
They used to torture civilians here. At least gives the locals a bad mojo. It's affordable property value, you might say.
That's a very nice retirement story. But I do have some questions.
We all have questions. And yes, I hear Tyram's lingering around in the next city waiting for you. Apparently, they've been tracking you since you blew up one of their cells. But ultimately, that's not your main question, is it?
No. No, it's not. All right then, then what?
No. I haven't had an intellectual chat since they let me out of one of those Obsidian re-education centers of theirs. They make this place 30 years ago look like an amusement park. Now, if I answer your questions, you have to answer mine.
No. I don't have the time for this.
You son of a bitch! You owe me that much. I warned you corporations would fuck you over, and you didn't listen. I rotted in a jail cell for 6 fucking years. The least you could do is humor me.
What is the quantum shock? What is it really?
The quantum shock is the key for your absolute consciousness to come into this world.
How would you know that?
Oh, we unfortunately know. Obsidian did countless tests, and every one of the test subjects died after making contact with their absolute consciousness. They heard too many voices, and felt emotions that were all their own, but just from different time streams. Your absolute consciousness is different.
How is it different? And what does it want?
Yours is not varied, but self-aware, due to a dominant emotion. What did you feel when you encountered it? Hatred always did hold the world together. As for what it wants, I have no clue. Now it's my turn to ask questions. Do I see fear in your eyes? What is it you don't want to confront? Back in the day, we did countless quantum shock tests, and no one ever survived. So I have to ask you, when you saw all the victims of your quantum shock, how did you feel? Or what were the visions, for that matter? Just tell me. Look, I still have a few connections inside Obsidian. And from what I hear, Tyram has updated nanotechnology in him. So he's probably much stronger than you, and you'll probably die once you face him. This might be your only chance to say how you feel, to say how you really feel. We all know nobody's gonna give a shit about you when you're gone. Not even your pretend sidekick. At this point, I'm the only one you can trust. Not because I'm your friend, but because I can admit without fear that I hate your guts. And for you, that's about as good as it's ever gonna get. So, how is it to see the quantum shock? Ah, fuck 'em.
I wanted to die with them. Just so they would know they're not alone. But at the end, just me left. It's always just me left. Surviving with no hope or reason. And that feeling never stops.
Then maybe you could tell me this. How do you go on? How can you? How can I? For seeing all that death in the name of profit?
Life is just a lie. And that's all we have left.
Yeah.
Are we having a drinking problem?
I don't know about your drinking problem, but me, I drink, I get drunk, no problem. Get lost. This isn't a spectator sport.
Oh, to us, everything is a spectator sport.
Look, bitch, I don't know you, and I didn't ask for your opinion. Now piss off.
But I know you, James Darren. You enlisted with the US Rangers from 1975 to 1987 during the Cold War. You received an honorable discharge. You then went on to work for the Obsidian Company from 1996 to 2007. A company that is financed by the remnants of the Black Ops organization known as the Red Fist. A company that is the #1 exporter of quantum technology. You were later tried and convicted for corruption charges.
Oh, shit. More ghosts from the past. Judging by your accent, you're either MI6 or a pompous Sky Network reporter.
Oh, Mr. Darren, how the mighty have fallen. From America's brightest to an East German mercenary to an unknown drunk. You know what you Americans need? Some structure and sophistication.
Well, we can't all worship puppet monarchies like you Brits. You might as well put Count Chocula on your money. Now, who are you and what do you want?
My name is Rebecca Conway. As you guessed, I'm MI6. I'm looking for Colt Stahl.
Colt Stahl. Yes, he's very popular these days. So which one is it? Revenge or profit?
A bit of both. A month ago, while transporting some equipment, he wrecked a vital diplomatic deal endangering staff and policies. Apparently he was working for the CIA. They were trying to secure their own interests.
What you mean is you were smuggling stuff privately without your superior officer's permission, which stepped on the CIA's toes and almost got you and your career killed. You sure there's not another reason? Like the fact that you have a Q gene as well?
How do you know?
I used people like you as test subjects for years. Maybe it's the smell or the way you people move. So if you want to figure out where his abilities come from, don't bother. You would have died like the rest of them Q gene subjects. Colt Stahl, he's just a glitch in the space-time continuum.
My Q gene allows me to have perfect marksmanship and eye-hand coordination. I know those East German programs. They use chip implants to enhance Q genes, like with Stahl.
But it only enhances those human reflexes. And what he is now has nothing to do with that.
Stahl is literally a force of nature, and he will bring the end of humanity. His powers aren't Q-chip powers, but the manifestations of another dimension trying to bring this timeline into ashes.
You're insane.
Listen to me. Before all this started, you were just another military goon, either following orders or taking vengeance. But now you have a chance to be a savior. You have to kill Colt Stahl. He is the quantum age personified and its destructive end. He is the quantum shock.
Let go of me, you drunk. No worries. Look, I might not be able to replicate his abilities, but I will kill Colt Stahl.
How? How will you kill him? His reflexes can avoid attacks that haven't even occurred yet.
But I can give you chip implants. They'll disguise your actions, and you can act against them. He won't see shit coming.
Anything else?
We have to get close to him. I think I have an idea. It's time to show you how we did things in the Cold War.
You sure you know what you're doing?
I used to oversee these procedures.
That doesn't mean shit. I've met superior officers who've been able to shoot themselves in the plums during wartime.
Let's just say I believed in hands-on management.
Speaking of hands-on, you all seem a little shaky. You better be sober.
I haven't had a drink in days. Time to get back everything Colt Stahl stole from me. You know, I forgot what it was like to have a mission for the greater good.
And you and I, we will save the world.
Okay, don't get overly excited, Darren. This is my brain we're talking about here. I don't want to end up like your previous test subjects. And by the way, I'm doing this because I've got a score to settle with Stahl. And for all I know, the world doesn't need saving.
The test subjects died because of the quantum shock, not because of the actual implants. Plus, this chip floods nanobots into your bloodstream and has nothing to do with experimental quantum technology. And by the way, the world always needs saving. Doesn't matter what timeline or time stream. See, I believe that every timeline has a guardian. And in this timeline, it's me.
You really believe that nonsense?
Quantum physics made me believe a lot of things that Newtonian physics would consider bullshit. Like making things right again. But first, it's all about the nuts and bolts. Painkillers should have kicked in by now.
If you mess this up, I will have helicopters swarming this place.
No, you won't. I don't think you've learned from your mistakes, and you're here unofficially. I mean, what would your head honchos at MI6 think about Obsidian Red Fist technology in one of their agents?
Relax. Take your mind off the procedure. Tell me what Colt Stahl did to you. It'll keep you focused.
I tried to buy some Obsidian tech on the black market for some, let's just say, wealthy members of society. And Stahl got in the way. He interfered, that's it. I remember he was in my dead aim and he dodged an entire clip. It's like he knew where each bullet was going to land. Then he crushed my P99 in my hand. And I had to have reconstructive surgery. I almost lost my entire career. Luckily, I have wealthy friends who are able to keep my files clean.
Strange he didn't kill you. I would have. No offense.
None taken. Why did you join Obsidian?
It's the usual story. I fell for a woman that worked there, a so-called Juliet spy. She would get close to her male targets and then simply poison their shampoo or toothpaste. Their charms also made them good job recruiters. Years later, she stole a bunch of money and blamed it on me, then went underground. Back then, Cold Stall was a young, idiotic Obsidian recruit. He saw the fake evidence and arrested me.
Who knows? In a parallel universe, we could have gotten away with it.
Who knows? Maybe in a parallel universe, we all had it coming.